Hello guys, this is Jackbot, and that's right. Today we are reviewing the Daily Bugle. I'm pointing at it because it's right there. The Daily Bugle set, I think it's the biggest Spider-Man set of all time, or Marvel set just in general, and I think it is also my favorite Lego set that I've ever made, ever. Set 76178. I don't know why people put the numbers, like, when they say the numbers when they're reviewing stuff, but I did. So, I guess we'll get right into it with the figures. So, these are all of the civilian figures that, they're in the order of how they appear in the instruction booklet. Because if you can see here, there's a page. I mean, you can't really see it, but I'll show it later. There's a page with just showing off all the characters, so I'm going to read off their descriptions and show them off. So first we have Robbie Robinson from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. It says Bugle editor with a Spidey-shaped soft spot. But yeah, this figure, I mean, it's pretty nice. I like the use of the Lando Calrissian face there, and I mean the hair is fine. I mean, we get a lot of these, old man, the sweater vests. And yeah, he has a bit of a more angry face, and he has a more smiley face. And then up next we have Aunt May, Peter Parker's loving and unsuspecting aunt. She has a nice plate of cookies as her accessory. And, typical Aunt May figure. She's got the scared face, she's got the happy face right there. And next we have Ben Urich, Bugle reporter, always first with the big stories. This is a pretty basic figure. The face, I haven't gotten this face before. I forget what it's from, but yeah, he has a mean face and a happy face. And then next up we have Betty Brant, also I think this is like based on how she appears in the Sam Raimi films. Bugle staff member and romantic interest of Peter. Because if you guys don't know, Betty Brant was actually Peter Parker's first girlfriend ever in any of the comic books or anything. So I actually really like this face that they gave her. A lot of people use this for the Hope Van Dyne face, but I actually think this really fits Betty from those movies. This one maybe not as much, but I don't know. But she has a smiley face, she has an angry face, and the torso is pretty simple. Next we have Gwen Stacy, Peter's college crush and ghost spider alias. Normal hair, we got the Ray face, and she has a pretty cool jacket. You see some printing on the back. She has a mad face and a smiley face. The only thing that I'll say, one of the things now that I'm a little bit disappointed with in this set, I mean, you can't be too disappointed because, like, it's amazing. I mean, look at all these figures. It's so much already. One of the things that I'm kind of disappointed about is we get a figure for Gwen and Peter, and then we also get their Spider-Man, Spider-Woman personas, but we don't get a figure for Miles, which I think is a little bit weird. Like, maybe switch out, some of these guys for Miles, but I don't know. I really would have liked to get a Miles figure. But yeah, next we have, Peter Parker, Bugle photographer, and that guy behind that mask. I don't know what jacket this is using, but to me it kind of looks similar to the Kai jacket from Lego Ninjago movie. I don't think it is, but it looks like it. But so yeah, he's got a scared face, he's got a normal face. This is the Peter Parker face from the No Way Home sets, and he has a little bag, a little satchel. Next up we have J. Jonah Jameson, the man, Grizzly Bugle editor with a Spider-Man grudge. His hair, this is pretty much a perfect figure. I mean, Let's be honest here. The smirk is very nice. And also, we get the classic Spider-Man 1 webbed face. If you remember that scene where Spider-Man webs up his mouth. And, he has a typical, pretty standard vest and tie. And he comes with a cool pen piece, which I haven't gotten any pen pieces before in any sets that I have, so that's very cool. Next up, we got Bernie the cab driver. There's no description for him, but he's a taxi driver. He's got a cool hat. He's got the standard like jacket piece, and he has a pretty cool face. I'm not sure if it's a exclusive face or anything like that. I have no idea. It's probably not. Next up, we have Amber Grant. I personally don't remember any of these people from any of the comics or anything, but I mean, she's here. She has a pretty cool hat hair combo, and she has I think this is the MJ face. I haven't gotten any No Way Home, or I haven't gotten any of the sets that have MJ in it, or I guess Michelle Jones. Freaking stupid. But yeah, she's there. I don't know why they didn't just put in an MJ, but kind of weird. And then we have Rob Barney. He's got a pretty cool face. Yeah, he's got a front and a back. Very surprising. He's got a normal sweater piece, and he's got a standard black hair piece. So yes, those are all of the civilians. Now, let's move on to the heroes. And these are the hero figures. First up, we have, classic Spider-Man, the original web-slinging wonder. That's what it says in the book. Standard figure. You can't really see it, but this is actually a really bad one. Like a really bad, like I guess version of it. Like the eyes are kind of faded out. I mean the torso's fine, but the arms, like look at these arms, like the red is just bleeding into everywhere, like all of the blue all over all the arms. Look at that. That's like kind of bad. It's like that one's like off printed. So I mean, overall, like this one is bad, but I really like this figure. I have another one that is better, so I can use that one. So yeah, overall pretty good figure, but just the one that I got in this set is a little bad. Next up, we have Ghost Spider, or I don't like the Ghost Spider name. I just kind of call her Spider Woman. I know there's already another Spider Woman, but whatever. I think this is the pretty standard Ghost Spider. Spider Woman. Frick, now I'm saying it. I think this is the pretty standard Ghost Spider figure. I don't know about the hood. I haven't gotten one of these before, but I think that's the pretty standard one. That's pretty nice. Then we have, I know that I've gotten a few of these. This is the standard Miles figure that they use now. I mean, I'm fine with like the jacket and like a few sets, but we need another like a real, like a good Miles figure. I feel like, and I like the hood and I like the dual molded boots, so I guess it's fine. Then next up we have Blade. No idea why he's bald. Also no idea why he has two swords, because he only has one. But overall, this is a pretty good figure. I really like the face print. It's very good. I just wish they would have given him hair so they could have a double-sided face. And the printing is also very good. There's a little red streak that goes all the way around. And overall, pretty nice. I like the sword holder in black, or I guess that's like a gunmetal gray color, I think. Next up, we got the Punisher figure. This is a very nice figure. I really like the hairpiece that they chose. He comes with two guns, and he has some really cool dual molded white and black legs, and the printing on the torso is just awesome. It's just very cool. He's got the pouches, and he has kind of a smirk, and he also has some battle damage and an angrier face. And everyone's really mad that they put like a bandage on his head, but I think it's kind of funny. And also, I don't really care, because like, what if he needs a band-aid? Right here we have my favorite figure in the whole set. Probably my favorite figure in the whole set. Daredevil, dude. We finally got a Daredevil figure. Oh yeah. Also, these two are first, and that one, we'll get to that. But dude, this Daredevil figure is beautiful. I love the texture on that. I love the whole printing. I like the piece that they gave him right here. Uh, it's just amazing. Then of course we have Spider Ham or Spider Pig, as some people just lazily call him. This is probably the best figure. I'm kidding. But really though, like the head, like genius. The head is genius. A great mold, and I love that. It's classic. And I had no idea that there was a pig on the back. That's just amazing. This one says, AKA Peter Porker, part pig, part spider, all hero. And then I saved this one for last. She has like a big fire blast that I want to show off. But yeah, this figure is beautiful. The hair is very cool, very large, very nice. And she has an angry face and she has a happy face. And the printing on the torso is pretty good. And she comes with like a bunch of fire pieces. This is the one that I'm most surprised about, is the Firestar figure. I'm really surprised they put that in this set. But let's look at the Fire Blast, like where she's flying flying Fire Blast. Also, I just realized this, but for Firestar's description it says mutant hero with the ability to conjure fire. So X-Men sets, question mark? I'm hoping. But yeah, so this is the Firestar Fire Blast piece. It's very cool. You can hook it onto the side of the building using this ball joint piece here. But yeah, pretty cool. That's it for the heroes. Now, let's look at the villains. And these are the last figures of the set, the villains. I kind of like the Sinister Six lineup they got going here. Mysterio, Venom, Sandman, Carnage, Octavius, and Green Goblin. The first figure we have here is Mysterio, classic Mysterio. I've never gotten a Mysterio figure before, so this is pretty cool. I like the printing on the front. I like the cape. I like that fish bowl. Does he have any printing on the back? Yeah, he has a little bit of printing on the back. Overall, very cool figure. Next, we have Venom, Eddie Brock version, if I can get him off. This is actually my first Venom figure also. He has all these cool tendrils coming out of his back. And he's got two ones that he has from his hands. You know, pretty standard Venom figure. Next up, I got Sandman. I think I've gotten a few of these before. I have a few of these exact same figure. I mean, so I think the base that they use for him is actually very cool. But I think they kind of use it too much, and I think they should make more of just the standard torsos, because I'm sick of getting these like half sand, half normal torsos. I kind of just want a full normal one, or a full sand one, either way. But also this Black Cat figure, very, very nice, and also I think that's the first Black Cat figure we've ever gotten. She comes with a whip and a gem, and she has some very cool printing. And she has some very cool boots, and the printing goes all the way to the back. She has a angry face and a happy face. Next up, we got Carnage figure. I got like 3 of these. It's nothing new. You know, standard printing. I have the original one, so I actually have one with arm printing. So I actually like that one a little bit more than this one. My very first Dr. Octopus figure. I believe this exact same figure has come in other sets. But I really like the way that they did the arms. I like how they are very opposable. And also, I just really like the overall PS4 style Dr. Octopus look. Yeah, very cool. And I like the hairpiece that they used. He has a angry face, and he has an evil, and he has a like a kind of evil grin. And you can obviously take off the arms. And he just has the printing on the back. The printing on the back, dude, look at that. That's so good. I don't know why they did that, because, like, you know, they know they're going to put in the arms, but I guess, you know, just a little extra. Also, my very first Green Goblin figure I've ever gotten. Dude, this figure, I don't see this figure getting talked about that much because it's very common. But this figure is amazing, dude. Look at this print. They even got the feet. They got a little bit of printing on the hips. Like, this is very detailed and it's very, very cool. And I really like this head piece. I really like that. And also, he has a laughing one and he has just a normal angry one. So yeah, that is very, very cool. And so yeah, those are the villain figures. So this is one last look at every single one of the figures in this set. I believe there are 25 of them. That is a lot of figures for one set. And this is kind of just a small thing, but here are all of my upgrades that I made to the characters. Whether it be to, like, you know, just make them look better, like in Mysterio's case, or to fit like within like my personal narrative of like a Spider-Man story. Like I just made this Mary Jane. All I did was switch out her hat and give her a satchel. Yeah, that's it. Alright guys, now it's finally time to talk about the set itself. But I'm not going to go through every single little detail. I'm just gonna go through some of the the play features or the cool little things that you can do with the set. So starting off, the bottom of the Daily Bugle, you can there's a little stand you can put someone on. I'm gonna put Daredevil on here just to just to demonstrate it. I mean, I could pose that later, but yeah. So this is just the outside, pretty much, of the Daily Bugle. There's a little newsstand. You can pop it off. There's a few cool prints in there. It's in the Wilson Fisk one, which I am really I like that, and I hope that means that we are getting a big figure of Fisk sometime in the future. And you can put a little person in there. I just put MJ in there, and you can snap it back on, unless it won't work. There it goes. And this keeps falling off, so this is a kind of poorly designed part of the set, because this keeps falling off here because it's just like hanging off. But other than that, it's pretty cool. And up here you have the fire escape. You can bring that down. There's another stand up here. You can put a person. I'll just put Spider-Gwen there just for example, and you can like move it around a little bit and stuff, so that's pretty cool. None of the other sections of the fire escape move, actually, so that's the only one. Oh yeah, and I forgot down here, slidey door. That's pretty cool. You have a little Green Goblin section. This actually is really, really cool. I really like this part of the set. So I'm just gonna put Green Goblin here just because, or at least my version of Green Goblin. So over here we have the spider buggy. You can put someone in that, but that can be on the wall and that can kind of move around a little bit because there's a spinny disc thing over there. Nothing really much happens up here, except for this little side build. I have all the side builds over here. For Firestar, obviously, where you can put it on the back. You can clip it on this ball joint right here, ball joint holder thing, and yeah, you can just put it like that, or you can position it any way you want. Now we can look at the interior and the different floors of this amazing set. So first off, starting, we're gonna go from top to bottom. The roof can actually come all the way off, and you can just take that off. You can set that down, and you can look inside the top of the fourth floor. And also, every single floor has this feature where you can take the front off. You see it connects there with those little studs, and you can look inside the offices. You can see there's J. Jonah Jameson's office. Here's the door that opens up to Betty Brant's office. And there's a little TV over there, so that's pretty cool. And then looking at the second floor, actually let's take the third floor, I mean, let's take this off. And when you take that off of there, you can get a cool view of the top view of the third floor. And of course you can take the wall off, unless it doesn't want to come off. Alright, yeah, you can take that wall off, and this one actually kind of just stands up a little bit. Yeah. So here you have Peter's office, I guess you could call it. There's a little photocopier in there, and there's the 60s Spider-Man photo. I think that's pretty cool. There's a photocopier right here. You can actually open that up. The second floor actually has a balcony on the back where that door opens up on the third floor, but you can see a nice top view. And now let's open it up. There's some TV screens on the front of the building, and you can see the interior of the main floor of the Daily Bugle. Very cool. You got some you got a water machine, and you have a like a coffee pot and some donuts over there, and there's a bunch of computers and TV screens. So that's pretty cool. I like the bucket. It looks like the roof is kind of leaking or something. I don't know what that bucket's for. But anyways, now let's take a look at the last floor, first floor. Yeah, I'm sorry guys about the weed whacking going on right now. I don't really know why they started doing this right in the middle of my video. You know, it happens all the time. Whenever you're about to do a video, all this noise starts coming up, and then immediately when you stop, it all goes away. It always happens. So for the last floor, for the first floor, you get a nice top view. You can't actually take the front off. Yeah, so that's kind of disappointing. But you can get a nice view of the inside. There's a nice desk right there. There's a pot machine, and it's back. Okay. And the last little thing here is you can take the wall out, like someone destroyed it, like it's exploding or whatever. And then you can just slide it back in. Unless it doesn't want to slide back in. There it goes. There you go. And yeah, so now let's take a look at the side builds for this set. There's only 2 of them, but yeah, I think they're pretty cool. And here we have the 2 side builds. Well, we only have one of them right now. This is the taxi that comes with the set, and I really like this design. It's very rounded, and I don't know, I just like it a lot. These are stickers. That sticker is a little weird, but these stickers are really cool. You can take the top off, of course, and you can put Bernie, the cab driver, inside, and you know, we can drive it around. You know, pretty cool. And then the second side build that we have is this sand mound. Like it's supposed to look like it's like coming out of the ground or something, like out of the road. And of course you can put Sandman on top of there as a little bit of posability. But yeah, so that is what Sandman looks like with the thing, and you can put it right here, and you can have Sandman versus Daredevil, I guess. I don't know why, because they have this on the front of the box. They have like a Sandman versus Daredevil, but I don't know why. So yeah. Speaking of the box, let's take a look at the box. So this box is just really great. I like all the poses that they put all the figures in. There you have 3,772 pieces. That's a lot of pieces. And there's a little Daily Bugle assembled from the Spider-Man universe. And then you open it up, and you have I didn't take the tape off very well. But here you have a list of all the characters. So that is very cool. And you have the size comparison of Spider-Man right there. And then on the side of the box you have a few looks at the actual build. And then on the back you have, it shows all the layers that can come off. It has a cool blueprint right there of the set. and it has the interiors, shows the interiors of the floors, and just an overall view of the set from the back. And finally, we are going to look at the instructions. Now, the instructions are super thick. Like, look at this. This is a book. This is a flippin' book. Literally, because you flip the book open. But you open it up, and it has little descriptions. There's a little take the Bugle Tower tour, you know. There's a little descriptions of the floors and stuff. This is the list of characters that I was reading off. Has little descriptions for each one, and it shows each one there. Yeah, it's really weird because for these three guys, it doesn't have descriptions for them. It's just civilians. And then this is about the designer that made the Bugle and how he, like how he kind of did it. So this is like him explaining how he made the set. And what figures he wanted to use, and stories that you could tell. Stop the presses. It's time to follow the instructions and create the story of the year. And then that's where it starts the actual instruction booklet. There's no Spider-Man. There's no Spider-Man sets on the back, like promoting different Spider-Man sets. Let's take one last look at the set and wrap up the video. So yeah, this is pretty much what the entire set looks like, all completed. It is so big. It is huge. Yeah, you just look at that. I really like this set, as I've already said before. And I will be using this set in upcoming stop motions. And I think this is a good time to announce, because of Spider-Man, that I will be doing a Spider-Man-centric stop-motion video after the Rocket Raccoon one is completed. And I'm really excited for that. Gojira King is in it, and he is actually voicing Spider-Man, so that will be very, very fun. And I hope you guys stick around for that, so, subscribe and turn on notifications and stuff. And I will see you guys later. I hope you liked this video. Farewell.